everyone, I'm back. I have 4 more naked journals to share with you all. These are all going to be going up in my Etsy shop this evening. I had a few people private message me that they would like to see a few more of these journals in the shop. So I went ahead and I made some more. These should be listed in the shop this evening. So if you guys are interested in them, please go take a look over there. I'll make sure to provide the link below in the description box. 3 of the the journals are coffee stained. One of them is not, which is this one right here. I'm just going to do a real quick page turn. And that's it, since there's 4 of them and I'm very limited on space. So I don't want to have to do 2 videos. So I'm just going to be real quick about it, okay? We'll start with this one here, the one that's not coffee stained. So let me just move these out of the way. And this one, the paper collection I use is gorgeous. It's called Tales of You and Me by Prima. And oh my God, you guys, the paper collection is so pretty. But let me just go ahead and open it up. This one's kind of on the skinny side, which I really like. Measure it for you here. So it's 4 3/4 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall. All right, and I did use hand stained seam binding or hand dyed seam binding for the closure. And I'm sorry if the lighting is bad on this video, everybody. My craft room's a little dark today. It's really cloudy out. It's been kind of drizzly all day long. So anyhow, let's just go ahead and flip through. I did feed the seam binding through the back. All right, and again, there's no coffee staining. These are bare journals for you to embellish yourselves. So there's no stamping or anything. Isn't that gorgeous? There's a perpetual calendar there. And I did use all craft paper in here. I did corner punch the craft pages. There's the glassine bag. Some of that children's writing paper. And I'll put all the specifics as far as pages and whatnot are concerned in the Etsy listing. I love all the roses. There's a doily. There's some graph paper. Some more paper with those roses on it. There's another doily. This image is gorgeous. Love them. I hope everyone's having a great day. It's been a busy day for me today, but that's all right. That's how I like it. I didn't put an envelope in the center. I just left the stitching open there. Just put some butterflies. There's some of the ledger paper there. Isn't that paper beautiful? Another doily. All these journals have at least 58 pages front and back. It's between 58 and 60. So it's kind of, one of them had like a weird off number. So there's another glassine bag. There's the other half of that perpetual calendar. And then in the back, we've just got this pocket right. Well, that's a pocket. Can't get my fingers to work. So there's a pocket right there. You can slip something in. All right, so along with this one, you will get some little goodies. There's an alteration tag. I've got you 2 guest checks. Here's some little journaling cards cut out of the pattern paper. There again are all blank on the back. And then I've got you some large craft tags, and I've stamped the bottoms of these. This one says, "Hello, I love you." That one says, "Shine bright, the best ever, have courage and be kind, the sweet life, hello beautiful, and dream a little dream." And then again, I'm including a couple of midget glassine bags, and then 2 of the little bit larger ones. Okay, so that's what you'll get with that journal. Just gonna move this off to the side, and we'll real quick start on the next one. So here's this one here. These ones are 8.5 by 5.5, I believe. Yep, 5.5. And I've got the seam binding closure, and then I did do the bookmarks. And these ones I just did with seam binding and not ribbon. And I did add my little charms, beaded charms on the bottom of that. All right. Isn't that cover pretty though, that image? I love it. So, so pretty. So again, everything is coffee stained. The papers are so pretty. You've got side loading pockets here. Here's the glassine bag. Some ledger paper. It's a doily. Another side loading pocket there. Some music note paper. There's a real pretty image of that rose there. There's a center pocket, and then of course you can tuck something there as well. And then there are your bookmarks. There's that pocket. The other half of that music note paper. Other half of that glassine bag, and I made that one top loading. There's that paper there. I love these papers. Again, these papers or journals are perfect for someone who wants to add the old vintage colored laces and stuff. And then back here I've got the pockets. Let me just show you really quickly. So you've got this pocket here, and then again in the back. Okay, so plenty of room to journal, obviously, but you know, if you want to add your own embellishments, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I think that the journals are gorgeous just the way they are, but some people like to have their journals fully embellished, so I will leave that for you all. In these, with the coffee stained ones, I'm going to show you just one of the little goodie bags that you'll get with it, but you'll get the definition tags. So that one says love, there's create, laughter, joy, yippee, miracle, happiness, and smile. And these are all on 65-pound card, you guys. That's not just regular paper. And then I've got some of the pattern papers I've cut and corner punched for you. They're all blank, but just for some additional journaling cards. And then, of course, you've got these as well that I like to include either for more journaling cards, or you can use them to construct more pockets for the journal. And then you'll get an alteration tag, a guest check, 2 of the midget glassine bags that have been coffee stained, and then 2 of the larger ones. And then, of course, they'll come in one of the craft bags that you can repurpose as well. So that is what you get with these naked journals. Again, like I said, I'm not going to go through all of these little embellishment kits, just because they're all the same. And since it's all the same paper collection, they're, you know, they all look pretty much the same. So I'm just going to show you that one, and it'll be the same on all of these. Here is another one. All right, and again, I've got the, what is this? Seam binding bookmarks with the beaded charms. Again, okay. And then the seam binding closure. This cover in the back has the butterfly paper on it. And they're nice and fluffy. It's a butterfly perpetual calendar there. The glassine bag. Side loading pocket here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of frame. Pay attention, Denise. There's some of the ledger paper there. And again, all these journals all have pretty much the same layout. The only thing that's different in them is the pattern papers. And the placement of the other items are, you know, is different, but like the doilies and the glassine bags, they're not all in the same order, but they've all got the same stuff inside. So you've got your bookmarks here in the center, and then here's the center of the signature, and it's just got the 2 butterflies. And there comes Susie, the infamous weenie dog. Hi, sweet girl. Hold on, baby. Get down. Hold on. I love that paper. It's so pretty. Okay, you guys, I gotta be quick because I'm running out of time. Love that chair. Vintage music note paper. More butterflies. Another top loading glassine bag there. And the double pocket here on the back. All right, so there's that one. And here's the third one. This one, the bookmarkers are made out of the satin ribbon, but they do still have the beaded charms. And it's got the seam binding closure, that beautiful rose image on the cover. There's the back. So if the video abruptly cuts off, please accept my most sincere apologies. But you all know how I do. Side loading pockets, doilies, ledger paper. There's that pretty paper there. This one's got a merchandise bag. There's another glassine bag there. There's a side loading pocket. There's the bookmarkers, large pocket there, and then of course you could tuck something here. Another top loading baggie there. There's the other half of that merchandise bag for you. Another side loading pocket there. Some more of that ledger paper. Another doily. I love these doilies. I think they're so pretty. A pretty tree image. I made it, you guys! Woohoo! Here's a another perpetual calendar there, and then of course the two double loading pocket in the back and the back cover. So that's it, everyone. If you're interested, head on over to my Etsy shop. These go really fast, so if you want to pick one up, head on over, and hopefully I will be back to share another journal with you all soon. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful evening, and I miss everyone over at Junk Journal Junkies. Love you guys. Scrapping Sisters, love you too. Matt, Jenny Heft and Megan Heft, I miss you guys. Anyway, we'll be talking with you all soon, okay? Hopefully I'll pop in and see what you guys are all up to. Talk to you later. Bye.